Shout out to G-Man Boxing.
Alright people, quick post-fight thoughts to Alycia Bamugardner versus Mikaela. I wasn't going to do this, I wasn't going to cover this fight. I was intrigued about this fight, but I hadn't planned on doing a review for it. And I watched it there, and straight away the consensus is it's a robbery. That's what I'm seeing all over social media. Robbery, Mikaela should have won the fight. Now, look, I picked Alycia Bamugardner to win this fight, but I've always, even if I picked the winner and they've got a gift decision like Josh Taylor when he beat Jack Catterall, I'll say the wrong guy won. There was no robbery in this fight from what I seen. I seen a close fight, and to be honest, it could have went either way. I was even thinking, wouldn't shock me if it's a draw. When they read out split decision, I wasn't too surprised. I believe it was 96-94 Bamugardner, 96-95 Bamugardner, and 97-93 or 94 to Mikaela. I think the reason why the consensus is that this is a robbery is because the commentary team were absolutely piss poor. They were really biased. Well, Sky, look, we moan about DAZN having a poor team. And they do. They have the worst team in boxing, broadcast-wise, with the exception of Andy Lee and Ade. The rest are just garbage. But Sky have been piss poor for the last, 8-9 years in terms of their commentary. And I was watching this fight and I was like, there's so much good little things that Alycia Bamugardner is doing in there that they're just not calling. You know, I think it might have been the third round or the fourth round. It was one of them rounds where Bamugardner was actually having some success with her jab, and she was catching, it was near the back end of the round, and she was catching Mikaela with it. She was actually getting through on Mikaela and almost kind of, I don't say walking her down, but she was having a nice little bit of success the back end of the round. And of course, what did Sky say? Great work by Mikaela. I was like, what? She didn't even land a shot, like, and you're saying great work by Mikaela. She didn't even do anything. So it was kind of that. There was rounds where Meyer was outworking her, but there was also rounds where Meyer was walking in and she was getting hit with shots. You know, there was some good work to the body early on that Alycia Bamugardner was doing, which it did appear early on to give Mikaela a little bit of discomfort. And then Mikaela in the mid-round started to get a bit of a foothold in it. And like, I wasn't scoring. I was just kind of watching it and just taking it for what it is. And I was kind of just looking at it going, there's some rounds where Meyer's doing good work, but at the same time, Alycia Bamugardner is landing some big shots. She's getting through and having success with her jab. And Sky, as they always do, just don't... When Sky want one fighter to win, the away fighter would literally need to drop the opponent for the Sky broadcast team to say, oh, you know, that the opponent's dropped. They always are so one-sided. And that's one thing about Sky, because they don't do as many shows nowadays, you forget kind of how bad they can be. They can be pretty damn bad. And I think this is an example. And I think the fact that Sky made it out that Mikaela was winning this so clearly from Sky's perspective, a lot of people now are straight away saying robbery. Personally, I didn't see a robbery there tonight. I saw a competitive fight. I saw a fight that could have went either way. If Mikaela would have got the decision, would I have complained? No. If it had been a draw, would I have complained? No. Am I complaining Alycia Bamugardner got the decision? No, it was that type of fight. It was close. Could have went either way. That's what I saw. I didn't see a robbery. Jack Catterall, Josh Taylor, that was a robbery. You know, there's no ifs or buts. That was a fight where clearly one fighter won, but they gave it to the other opponent. You know, another example of a robbery would be Jane McDonald, Laborio, Solis. That was a robbery. That was a clear robbery. Kalia 5 versus Israel Gonzalez. That was a robbery. This wasn't a robbery. It was a close, competitive fight all the way through. And yeah, I didn't see a robbery. I just said I'd do a video on this because a lot of people, I went on Twitter and loads of people, it's robbery. They booed the decision at the end. And I think in boxing nowadays, so many people, I guess commentary does play a big factor in it. I know a lot of people online are saying robbery because of the one-sided comment, and it was biased. So that commentary was biased in favour of Mikaela. As far as I'm concerned, that was, I'm just looking at the TV to see where we are. That was biased. And I saw a competitive fight. Would I have... if you'd asked me, if I was to score it, to go back and score it, but just based upon what I was seeing, who I thought did more of what they wanted. I would say Mikaela Mayer probably did more of what she wanted. She outworked Bamugardner, but I'd need to go back and score it, to be honest with you. If you said to me, gee, who do you think picked up more rounds? Again, I need to go back and score. It did seem like Mikaela Mayer was maybe doing a little bit more in the rounds, but saying that the cleaner shots seemed to be coming from Bamugardner. So I need to go back and rescore it. But yeah, I just said I'd give my 2 cents on it. I didn't see a robbery. Just personally, I didn't see a robbery there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed the video, people. I'll chat these after the main event. Smash the like button.